It's just a disservice to lean on entertainment and not tell you like, hey, this is simple in nature. And then people get upset about that stuff, and I understand why, but but look at it differently. To tell you how complicated it is, because like that's often the, the premise. That's often the motivation, is to tell you that it's hard, that it's a grind, and it is. But to constantly tell you that and not tell you that it's also easy in nature, like what it is, what you have to do, to not be honest with you about that, like what benefit are we? What benefit are we if we create this environment that says you can only do that thing in this special environment under our special expertise with our special equipment and our special location? That doesn't serve you any well to go forth and do these things on your own and do them under your own volition, your own tutelage, and be able to do it in any environment. How am I being helpful to you? I'm not. And if I lean on entertainment to disguise that because I'm afraid you might figure these things out and now you won't pay me money, that's equally dishonest. Like, you should figure this out. You should be able to do these things. If social media went dead tomorrow, you should have all the knowledge you know to do the things you need to do to take care of yourself. As I said, to exhaustion and annoyance, like, it's more about knowing more about yourself, not about this stuff. This stuff is easy. If you have a ground, if you have one of these, something to hang from, even if you don't have anything to hang from, you're pretty much good. You have a floor. You're good to go. You don't need anything else. Like, we're so lucky in this existence that, like, this is our fountain of youth. Like, you sit in it. Like, how do I make myself younger? How do I go back? How do I rewind the clock? A few years from decisions I've made or where I am in my body. How do I get myself better? You looking at it, man. You sit in it. You are the walking fountain of youth. You just have to use this tool for what it was intended for. We just don't use it anymore because necessities are met. Life is a lot easier because of technology and development and all these other things that have happened that have allowed life to be easy, making the human body null and void for its intended purposes. But if you go back to its intended purpose, if you can rewind it a little bit and go back into what it does and how it moves and how it functions, and understands, once you start using this tool for what it was meant to be, it's a physical thing. Look at everything. Look at your appendages, your legs, your back, your glutes, everything, your shoulders. You're made to move. Use it. Use it, man. It's not that complicated. It just isn't. And I'd be damned to sit here and tell you that it is. Like, it's just not truthful. Like, people have been healthy for a long ass time. This isn't the first time that people have been well. People have been well for long into existence. And the same things that worked back then, a long time ago, that kept people well, the same thing that keeps people well in other parts of the country where it doesn't have a very big gym, supplement, entertainment culture. They're doing well. They're thriving. They're living. They're eating. They're walking around. The body image thing you're going to have to deal with, because the body image, depending on where you are, where you're located in the world, may be more acceptable, or it may be this one that they find more attractive or more popular. And you as a person need to have some type of resolve or some type of confidence about yourself of being like, do I really want that body type or do I not? And if you don't want that body type, if you're not trying to make that attempt, like, this one body type we keep showing is not the ultimate healthy body type. It's healthy and well and active in one specific setting, but in other settings, it'll get you killed. If you want to take this body type that needs 6 meals a day and this amount of protein and this amount of carbohydrates, when that's not available for you, you're not going to do well when you have to move and do things. Now, most people are not living in that environment. Most people live comfortable. You have cars, you have a bed, you have a house. You're not running outside and hunting. But you have to understand, this body type was built out of comfort. To be able to acquire this many resources and have this much muscle tissue and this little amount of fat, all these things to do that, is the existence of comfort. Most people who are not living in environments and situations where they don't have comfort would not be able to acquire that body type because of how many resources and energy that you have to allocate and acquire to even develop this muscular lean body. Like, you live in comfort, and because you live in comfort, understand that because you live in a comfortable lifestyle, being healthy and being well has become a lot easier if you can accept its simplicity, if you can accept its boring nature to be replicated and repetitive, if you can get past it. But, like, that's not what sells, right? I got to show you something new. As soon as you see something amazing, seconds later, you need to see something just as amazing, or it's not interesting. But to your benefit, this isn't interesting. Thank goodness it isn't. We would have been fucking dead a long time ago if this had to be interesting to be beneficial. to be able to put forth, to be able to put the foundation. If it had to be interesting, if it had to be exciting, oh my God, we would have died. And thank goodness that it doesn't have to be. Like, you can be well and you can live long and do more fruitful, more virtuous things in this existence, more happy things in this existence, if you understand the simplistic, boring nature of taking care of yourself and don't view it through the lens of social media or influencers or people who have a different MO than you do. And it's not bad, but just they have to be well. They have to be well in the sense of giving you variety and different things because they're trying to sell. And the competition pool is full. We've flooded the market with people and people who are talking about fitness and health. And it's over, and it's an abundance of it, and the cup runneth over. So now you're trying to differentiate yourself in the pile, and you as a consumer who doesn't have to do that, you're like, do I have to do that? No. You're not trying to get followers. You're not trying to make money. You're just trying to be well. You can have a 3 exercise routine for the rest of your life and live well into your years and grow old and be capable of doing an immense amount of things, abilities as you age. And you can't, and it's just boring and simple. And you are so lucky. I cannot say that enough, how beneficial and how fortunate you are if your health and wellness is boring, if it's meticulous, if it's not interesting. You are in an elite group of existence and critters that is unimaginable to you. You are so lucky and so beneficial. If to take care of yourself is something not worth talking about.